Hi, this is a quick demo of the TEI web editor, which is basically a web-based editor for interacting and learning TEI. The basic application gives you an editor on the left and a preview on the right, and then the ability to bring in content that you might be transcribing via IIIF. The one thing it does is allows you to log in with your GitHub credentials and have access to your GitHub repo. So there's a lot of ways we can use this. Um, I've used it in a couple ways, both in TI workshops to help people learn TI, get an immediate preview, and then be able to uh, view a primitive digital edition directly online without having the baggage of downloading Git, learning the Git workflow, or install a desktop editor. It's also allowed us to quickly involve students in transcription projects and to be able to contribute their transcriptions into our existing GitHub workflow and to immediately incorporate those changes after they've been reviewed into the text corpus. So I'll just give you a couple of demonstrations of both of those options. So if someone's just learning TEI, we can allow them to log in with their GitHub credentials and fork something called the Simple TEI Edition. When you make a Pages branch, you can immediately open that and open the index.xml file, and you can see we can make changes here. If you have a broken XML document, it gives you some primitive errors, the browser does, and we can add some changes here, and we can add a second test paragraph, and then we can save it. But what you're actually doing is making a git commit, and using the GitHub API, it saves that change to your Git repo. The editor itself lets you, if you just want to focus on the TI, you can remove the IIIF viewer. You can hide the preview editor, add that back, add that. And when you're doing your edits on the Pages branch, we can automatically view our TI as a simple TI, a simple digital edition. So our changes should be reflected here in a moment once those saves are completed. So we'll just refresh a few times. Back here. And with a refresh, you see that we've added our second test paragraph, our test 6. So it's a nice way to give people ability to learn TI, get a preview, and then immediately publish something. The other way we use that is to bring in IIIF content that is part of the SCTA corpus, allow people to bring that in like so. All right. And I might assign a student to work on transcription of question 10 so they can use the table of contents that we have for this text. This table of contents is coming from Baltimore, and the images are coming from the Bayerische Staatsbibliothek in Munich. And because we're using common IDs, we're able to link these things together. So you can click on question 10 and you immediately get here. Then we can bring in the contents for this particular text that's already ongoing. Maybe another student previous year had already worked on it, and we can actually load that in. I'm going to hide the preview for a moment so we can just focus on the transcription. I can open this by adding in the file. Okay, and now I have the text for this transcription that starts here, and you see I have this test in here. So a student could come along and make corrections, continue the transcription. Let's just remove that test. You can see even that the existing text has the display of the transcription and the word test there. So as soon as I make that change, we should see that change reflected. So I can save my work, remove test comment. I'm going to save that. So I've saved that now to the master branch. If a student is working on a fork, they can go over here and then submit a pull request. Now that that change has been made, I can refresh that page, and we should see the published content changing. So here we have Nunc de veritate, sive proprieta, and the test is gone. So So this is a quick way to get students involved in transcribing and incorporate their contents into a professional workflow that builds on into the larger corpus. Okay, thanks for watching. That's it for now.